LGBTQ 1 Minute News. Let's queer up lesbians and queer women.
Okay.
The Skirt Foundation awards 2025 Women's Economic Advancement Grants to Trailblazing programs. The Skirt Foundation has announced the winners of its 2025 Women's Economic Advancement Grants, awarding $2,000 each to 3 organizations driving change. The League of Women Voters Broward Education Fund will expand its Margaret McGrath Leadership Program, training local leaders to address voter disparities. BIPOC LGBTQ Liberation Inc. received funding for the Access Granted program, offering skills-based workshops and microgrants to help BIPOC LGBTQ plus women sustain community initiatives. And Women Veterans Giving was honored for its Entrepreneurship Training Program, empowering veterans and military spouses, especially LGBTQ plus women, to achieve economic independence. The foundation will open applications for 2026 grants soon. For more details, you can visit theskirtfoundation.org. And to me, when I think of economic justice, I think of a $2,000 grant per organization.
Do you now? Because that's fantastic. The Skirt Foundation is exactly 1 year old, completely women-led and women-staffed. And so in that 1 year, they were able to take a shot at getting 10 or 20,000 to give away for their first time. And I'm so proud of them. I'm actually in charge of their women's resource website committee, that they're wanting to put up a women's resource committee. And I'm finding that the ladies that run it have not been in South Florida for a really long time, and they bring perspectives from other major cities around the country, and they came and said, what do we need here? And what I was really so favorably impressed with was how they got the word out, not to just, well, what are the lesbian organizations in town, or who's really helping women, and if they're allies, or they may be indirectly helping LGBT women, or they just naturally include them. Hey, let's give them some money if they're doing something that we know is going to help all women, and ultimately also LGBT women. So I had never heard of two out of 3 of those organizations until they found them and got them to apply for these grants. And it just expands our voice in the greater women's community in South Florida as well, that a foundation that's led by lesbians and intended to be lesbian focused expanded their grant offerings to all these different people.
Actually, I love the fact that that's women organizations. You know, in my audiences and congregations that I serve, my client base, it's predominantly women, like 85%.
Yeah.
Love women. I'm very much for women's empowerment. And I think these organizations, I think these community fundraisers and all the things that support financially, things like this, we need more of it, because too often, there's always male-oriented or gay male organizations that seem to be receiving, and I like to see more women, more things of color and things like that.
Yeah, me too. The Skirt Foundation is partially funded at this time by our fund, but they have been able to locate quite a few of the women that quietly have enough money to help them fund even bigger grants for next year. And those women in our community aren't necessarily as easy to find as the gentlemen who are blessed in that financial area, but they have fortunately found quite a few of them. They dig a little deeper than any of the organizations I've seen in the past in our community that are here to support women. So I'm very proud of them.